Hi guys. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get my light working. It's not cooperating with me tonight. Hi, Janine. What's up, Mama? Come on, don't. Thank you. Okay. So, hi guys. How you guys doing? Hold on 1 second. Let me try to go on my other page. So I really wasn't feeling like coming on tonight because, like to say, the energy waves are just crazy today. Like, oh my goodness. It was really, yo, man, the lights are not gonna work out tonight. It's just like, oh my God, why is it behaving like this? Hold on, you guys, give me 1 second. So the energy waves were crazy today if you were feeling exhausted. So today is December 12th and it's actually supposed to be some portal or the other that's opening up today. And let me tell you, the energy waves that were coming in were just like really crazy. I look crazy under this lighting. Now I know why people are always talking about makeup and lighting and all kind of different stuff, but whatever. So tonight we're going to be talking about weight and weight gain and weight loss and weight maintenance and all of that. And we are also going to be, yes, happy Mings. We're also going to be talking about dreams. I'm so excited about that too, because I know a lot of us dream, and your dreams are for more than just buying cash pots, okay? Your dreams can be very like very, how should I say, very informative, very, it could warn you about a lot of stuff. But as usual, we are going to start off, we're going to be starting off our live with meditation. And I just really want to keep the meditations really quick and very simple. Tonight we are going to be doing Queen Nefertiti's headdress. Okay, so this meditation releases you from a lot of old. So if you dream every night, make sure that you're writing them down, hot wax. So this meditation brings freedom from a lot of old emotional patterns. So I know that it's not quite easy to break free from karmic patterns, from certain situations that you've just done over and over. So these are the tools that will help you to basically like deal with all of that. Okay, so what it does also, this meditation, it amplifies your personal energy. Okay, so it does that, and it also basically draws in and taps into the higher frequencies. It like basically allows your aura to beam. When your aura is beaming, and your aura is just like this layer of energy, this body that is surrounding your physical body. And I tell you guys all the time that we are energy. So there's just like kind of like people can see it, but you can't really just see it like that with the naked eye. But you are surrounded by a layer, another body, another layer of energy that is known as your aura. And it usually, depending on how high your vibration is, it usually expands, from 0 to even 3 to 5 feet sometimes. So this meditation basically allows your aura to expand. And what happens when your aura expands is that you are more attractive to your desires. You're more attractive to, how should I say it now? Basically the good flow. You kind of like stay in the flow better. So also, As I said before, it breaks up old thought form patterns, limiting beliefs, emotional patterns that you keep repeating, or you keep dating the same persons over and over, or the same type of people over and over again. You keep attracting the same kind of friends, so this meditation helps you to break those patterns. And it also brings a lot of upliftment, expanded consciousness, freedom from limitations. And we're always all about like no limits, right? And it basically helps you to perceive your reality, as it is, be aware, and about your reality. So the benefits, it cleanses and purifies the aura. And also with the aura is that you tend to like attract, how should I say, no, you tend to attract energies from other people. You tend to pick up other energies. It's kind of like the furniture in your house that accumulates dust, you know what I mean? So it's the same way with our aura, and you want to do things to cleanse your aura and keep your aura, clean and pure. So it expands consciousness and shifts to higher planes of awareness, and it raises the frequency for higher connections and guidances. So guidances from, your higher self and stuff like that. And it also removes negative thought forms, old emotional patterns. It removes energy attachments. So also if people have been attaching their energy to you, because this is a real thing. People could attach their energy to you and actually use your energy to move forward in life. Like they could actually use your energy to manifest things and things like that. Hi guys. So you have to be careful, and that is why it's important to have boundaries, especially if you're psychic, especially if you're very sensitive, because people can actually use your energies. So you want to be using these meditations as often as you can, so that you are keeping your boundaries firm, and so that you are basically like, your aura is in such a way that people just know nobody come running, if you know what I mean. So it removes energy attachments. It eliminates energy projections from other people and situations. So when you're in a situation and people are projecting their energy onto you, so this meditation protects you from all of that. Okay, and it help you to see your situation. It helps you to see people. It helps you to see your reality as it is. So there's no really like living in denial. So we're going to, before I start the meditation, I'm going to explain it. What we're going to do is just imagine a cone-shaped headdress. So the narrow part of the headdress, those Egyptian headdresses. So the narrow part is going to come down on your head, and then it's going to go out like that in a cone shape, okay? But the wider part is to the top, all right? And then you're going to visualize that you have a headdress like that on, and then you're going to make sure that you're sitting up straight so that your spine is, aligned. And then what you're going to do is that you're going to imagine that when you inhale, you're going to visualize that you're pulling down energy into the headdress. So you're pulling down the energy into the headdress and basically into your body, into your whole aura, and just imagine that, it's just basically purifying, because each of us have different, how should I say it now, emotional patterns and different things that we want to break up. So you're going to imagine this light basically breaking up, your negative patterns that you keep repeating, that you really want to let go of. You always keep having these bad habits that you want to get rid of, addictions that you want to get rid of. So that's what we're going to be doing. Any kind of guilt, shame, all of that. So after we basically do that, and as usual, we're going to just be focusing on the breath, and that's it. It's just like a really very simple but very powerful and effective meditation. Okay, So we're going to take, as usual, 5 deep breaths, and then we're going to just imagine our headdress and start to, when we're breathing, visualize the energy coming in through our headdress and purifying our aura, cleansing our space, okay? So you want to visualize your headdress, your cone-shaped headdress, your headdress of power. And you want to visualize the narrow part sitting on your head with the wider part out towards the sky. And you want to just visualize pure, white, loving energy coming through that headdress and just purifying your whole aura. Just bathing your whole aura in pure white light. This is the pure form from which you make life and you create what you want. You recreate your cells all the time. You recreate your whole body every 2 years. So just visualize this pure white light just bathing your aura, bathing your cells, bathing your eyes so that you'll have better eyesight, bathing your ears so that you'll have better hearing, bathing, your whole body. If you have headaches, if you have aches and pain, just direct the light, especially to that part of your body that needs healing. But just overall, just see yourself just bathing, like you're just, like the headdress is just like a big shower of light, and you're just like a beam, and it's just coming down, and I'm starting to see like little golden stars. Wow. Like golden stars, and they're so glittery and beautiful, and they're just polishing your aura, making it really glistening and high frequency and just beaming and glowing. And I just want you to visualize this light just melting up all the fear that you feel, the shame, the guilt, all the blame that you blame yourself and blame people, all the anger inside, all the negative lower thought forms that sometimes we dwell in. Sometimes they're good because they help us to be awakened to certain things, but try not to dwell in those forms. Just like really burn them up, and so that you could make space for clarity, for new vision, for intuition, for opening up your third eye, for opening up your crown chakra. So visualize that the light is just dissolving all those negative thought forms, those limiting beliefs that you have about yourself, those doubts, those negative things that you tell yourself, the negative self-talk, the ways in which that you don't take care of yourself. Just imagine all of that just being dissolved. And so now space can be made for taking care of yourself and taking care of your mental health and taking time to go out into nature and taking time to spend time with your family and to read a book and to gain knowledge and to work on yourself. So you're just clearing and making space and polishing your aura. That's just how powerful your mind is, because wherever the mind goes, energy follows. So we could use our minds like this all the time to purify and just visualize a lot of creative thoughts and ideas and exciting news coming in through your headdress, and just bathing your whole aura. If you're doing school, just visualize you getting good news about you passing your exams, you doing well. Visualize if you have an interview that it goes well. Just see the end result and what you want to just attract, and just keep pulling it into your headdress. Just joy, love, happiness, prosperity, new beginnings. If you want to move, new location, success in real estate, success in your courses, success on your job, success on your projects. So just pull all of that in. Health, good relationships, traveling for those of us who want to travel. Just visualize that you're just pulling all of that in through your... I am just like visualizing the words right now, just falling into my headdress and just bathing, just falling all around me, and just visualize all the things that you really wanna pull into your essence, just pull it in, pull it in, pull it in. And then we're going to seal off everything by just visualizing a blue bubble surrounding our aura right now. This blue bubble, only people that are for our highest good, that are supportive of our dreams, that will help us to stand in our power. This blue bubble will just attract those kind of people and basically bounce off anything else. So take a deep breath, and then we're going to just end off our meditation. Yay! So you can use that meditation. It's really simple. Oh my God, I'm just like so high and mellow right now. I love to meditate. Like, it's just so easy, but it's so effective. Yeah. And there's just like so many of them. You have options, you have choices. As I said before, I love guided meditation, or like dramatic meditations like these ones where, you're really just like using your visualization and the power of your mind. So to kick off, we're going to start off with our first topic, which is weight. Yay! I'm happy that you... Hi, Nats. I'm happy that you enjoyed it, Hot Wax. Yay! Awesome sauce. So we're going to kick off our discussion with weights. And of course, I know this is a big issue for people. The first thing I can say, because, I'm really into like holistic, hold on one second. I'm really into like holistic, I knew it. Holistic medicine, right? So it's just like, first I like to approach it from the mindset. Okay, so if you're always worried about losing weight, then you're always going to have weight to lose, and just that extra stress is actually going to make the weight stick onto your cells and make it harder for you to lose weight. Okay, because you're just like basically stressing out yourself when you're doing that. I can tell from me, I've never really had a problem losing weight. I always have a problem gaining weight. Just the other day, I put on some nice little pounds, and if I go on like a 3 day fast, forget it. It's all over. I lose those pounds in no time. So for me, it's always been keep putting the weight on and keeping it on. And I noticed that when I stress about it, I don't put it on, but stay maga. But when I just don't worry about it and I just eat and just have a good time and just enjoy my food, then I notice that I put weight on. So you're more than likely to lose weight when you're not really paying attention to it. If you keep paying attention to the weight, law of attraction states that you're just going to have more weight to pay attention to. So that's the first part. You want to try where your mind is concerned. Tell yourself that you have the ideal weight, you have the perfect body, you have to speak it into being. When I say that to a lot of people, they're like, but I may tell me really, this is not my perfect body. And I'm like, yes, I know, but you have to speak it into being. You can't say it's going to happen in the future. You have to say, I have my perfect body now. I'm happy with my body as it is now. And that is what is going to actually clear up the vibrations, like raise your vibrations so that you're less likely to be stressed out about it, and then it will make it easier for you to lose the weight. Because I'm telling you, stress is something that causes fat to stick to cells. Okay, so you wanna really try to work on having a stress-free life. I say that all the time. It's really effective for basically anything that you're going to be dealing with and handling. So try to do your meditations, try to lead a very like a stress-free life, and where if you are really trying to lose weight, I would suggest for you to be careful in terms of what you put on your body. Your skin needs to breathe, and you also need to be careful about the clothes that you're wearing. So you do not want to wear a lot of synthetic clothing. You want to wear natural clothing like cotton, linen, silk. Wool is also natural, but you want to try to stick to natural fibers, because then your skin will get to breathe. The skin is the biggest organ. So, and the skin is an eliminatory organ. So your toxins get to eliminate easier, and you also get to allow your skin to breathe. Okay, so you want to look into the things that you rub onto your skin as well. I don't use anything on my skin except oil, because that's also another way to get in good fats. And I know a lot of people are told that you need to be careful about taking in fats. But if you're taking in cold pressed fats, then it's okay. What you need to be worried about is the processed fats. All right. So I don't use processed fats, and also genetically modified fats. So those are the things that you have to worry about, things like that, and things like dairy. If you are really trying to lose weight, you really should try to cut out dairy. Of course, I'm not big on dieting. I think people can eat what they want and maintain the weight that they would like, because it's really about how you go about doing things. You know what I'm saying? So first of all, though, if you are trying to lose weight, you definitely should try to go on a cleanse. And of course, I'm going to tell you that you have to change some things about the way that you eat. But the first thing that you need to do is to go on a cleanse. Fasting is a good way to cleanse, guided fasting. And fasting is different from dieting. So when you fast, because when you fast, you get to loosen up the toxins, you get to loosen up the mucus and all of those things that are in your cells and all the fats, and it's loosened up, and then expelled. And then so your cells can get in proper nutrition, and they won't need to, the fat won't need to cling to your body anymore. So you need to cleanse, and also you need to make sure that you're getting in a whole food supplement. So in the health food stores, they have those mixes of, a lot of like different herbs and different things like carrot powder, barley grass, wheat grass, those kind of mixes. So those are the kind of things I like to use for, like vitamins, like multivitamins, because like I make my own formulas, and that's what I do. So I just like put a whole bunch of nutritious herbs like spinach and beetroot and those things, because sometimes you can't eat enough food to get in the amounts of the amounts of the nutrients that you need to be getting. So also you want to make sure that your trace minerals, you are on your trace minerals. So things that give us trace minerals are like cilantro, celery, and lettuce, watercress. Okay, so watercress is really good. You want to make sure that you are getting in those trace minerals, because really and truly, if you're overweight, most of the times it's because your body is really starving for good nutrition. You know what I mean? And then, as I was saying before, oils, I like to use oils to massage my body. Like when I bathe, that's what I rub onto my body. I don't use lotion. So because like oils like sesame oil, grapeseed oil, coconut oil, olive oil, they are rich in antioxidants, they're rich in vitamin E, and a lot of other nutrients. So when you rub those things onto your body, then your skin absorbs them, and that's another way to feed your body, to take in good fats, because we definitely do not take in enough good fats, which you get good fats through avocado and nuts and like even ackee. And a lot of people will say that they don't want to take in fats because they're going to get, it's going to make them get fat. But as I was saying before, natural fats are not what you need to fear. As a matter of fact, these fats will actually fill you up and give you the nutrients that you need, so you don't really crave food with empty calories that are actually going to put the weight on. Okay? So it actually does the opposite effect of what you're thinking it's going to do. So things like nuts, flaxseed oil is really good. Also, wheat germ oil is really good. These things will help you to lose weight if you want to take like a tablespoon of each 3 times a day. Because they're giving you your good, the omegas that you need, and your body needs fats, protein, and carbohydrates. There's no going around. When you hear people talking about they're going on a diet and they're not going to eat this and they're not going to eat that, you need a balance. It's just that when you think about it, in a plant, you've never heard of a carbohydrate plant, or you've never heard of a protein plant. In a plant, most times you get a little bit of everything. So that is why I really like and promote a plant-based diet, because then that is how you're going to be getting in the nutrients that you need naturally without like all the side effects and stuff. So you definitely really need your good fats. And like, even things like avocado, nuts, as I was saying, please make sure that you soak your nuts and drain them before you use them. Even sprouted nuts is really good. And then, now this is a magic formula. Make sure you guys are taking notes. Wheat grass, especially for the people that live in the States. And I think here also maybe like Earl's and those juice places, you can get your wheatgrass shots. Let me tell you, if you drink 2 to 4 ounces of wheatgrass a day and really try to improve on your diet, you will lose weight in no time, naturally. And when I say naturally, is that you want to be careful, because a lot of times when you go on diets, and especially if it's not really like a professionally guided diet, then you end up losing bone mass, you end up losing muscle mass, and you end up losing a lot of nutrients that you don't really want to lose. So you want to do things in a way that the body is losing, the fat without actually draining, itself of needed minerals and things like that. And it's not like taken away from your bones and things like that. So wheat grass juice. That's the magic formula. Okay? Y'all getting like, yeah, this is like really good information. And if you can't get it fresh, then you could try it powder, but I'm not gonna guarantee you the same effect. The fresh one is better. And overall, wheatgrass just has a whole host of benefits, especially like it helps to melt fibroids. You could actually, if you have fibroids and they're bleeding, you could actually douche with the wheatgrass juice, and that will definitely help a whole lot. It will help to shrink your fibroids. It will help you to control the bleeding. Also, yeah, so when it comes down to losing weight, and of course, you all know I'm gonna say exercise, okay? You gotta keep it moving. If you rest, you rust, all right? So, I mean, as I was saying before, the other day, I was reading this, actually it was something from school where, 90-year-olds, what they did was they got them into the gym, and they started having exercise routines and workouts. And what started happening was that their muscles, their whole body just started making over itself and getting stronger and getting younger. So you have to exercise, and when you exercise and you keep the muscle and everything moving, then you have to get the circulation going. And so you also want to do some kind of maybe like, exfoliating with some body scrub, like salt scrubs is good. Maybe like a loofah scrub. Also, you could also try sand when you go to the beach. So you really want to exfoliate a lot so that your skin is really just like doing what it's supposed to do, as like one of the biggest eliminatory organs and expelling toxins. Okay, so that is especially what wheatgrass does, is that it really speeds up circulation. And also another thing that you could do is you could soak your feet in magnesium flakes. And Guru Goddess has magnesium, a magnesium rub. You could check her for that as well, to like maybe like rub those things on your feet, so that, as I was saying before, the trace minerals are very important for you to be getting. So you have to be getting your trace minerals. Pumpkin seed also, or pumpkin seed oil, is something that I would also recommend. Okay, so if you really wanna lose weight, so you really need to have a diet that is basically maybe like 60% of your diet should really be vegetables. Half of that should be raw, half of that should be cooked. And there are so many creative ways of getting your vegetables in. Like when I make salad for people, they're just like, wow, this tastes so nice. I've never tasted a salad like this before. And they just eat it up like yum, yum, yum. And I can tell like these are people that don't usually like vegetables. There are so many creative ways. Go online, you guys. Find recipes that you can use. And then you want to break up, the other 40% between fruits, beans, legumes, seeds, nuts, and the least amount of stuff that you need to be eating, of course, is like meat. That should probably be like 5%. 5% of your diet, with whatever dairy you want to use. For me, if you really want to lose weight fast, I would cut out all of that if I were you, and just eat as much fruits and vegetables. And also what I've noticed, so I went to bed one night, I was just like, listen, universe, I want that shape. I want that figure where my tummy is flat and I got, thighs and I have a butt. So when I woke up, I was led to this diet plan where it was saying you have to eat a lot of lentils, so split peas, brown lentils, green lentils, peas and beans. And so what those things do is really help to remove fiber from your belly, and that will keep your belly flat. And that also helps to build muscles. So you get to build a lot of muscles from those kind of foods, from grains and stuff. So when you're taking in those things and then you're doing your squats and your exercises, it's going to just like really emphasize those muscles that are being exercised. And then when you're doing your abs, definitely. So good diet in combination with your exercise will give you the shape that, and I have reached that goal where yes, I put on weight and I rosy and I have my bottom and I have my thighs, my thick thighs, and I have my flat belly. So it can be achieved. It's just that it's like consistency is the key. For me, I have like an appetite issue because sometimes I just don't feel like eating. Like mothers get so caught up in being creative. Sometimes I like to fast. So, and it's easy for me to lose weight. So sometimes I can't really maintain that figure there, but it can be done, I'm telling you. So there's something else that I wanted to point out as well. Oh yes, moringa. Moringa has a lot of protein in it, and it's really good at building muscles, rebuilding collagen, and all of that. And I really do think because it has a lot of chlorophyll in it, and that's also something that wheatgrass has, is the chlorophyll. So the chlorophyll is going to help you to remove the toxins from your cells and, improve metabolism, give you energy, make you want to move it. So if you is finding it hard to get wheatgrass, then you could also use moringa, but I would use both, like, you know what I mean? So, and there has been some concerns because somebody asked me about moringa being able to take when you're pregnant. So far the leaves are good. It's maybe like the seeds that you want to avoid. But of course, if you're pregnant, make sure that you check with your doctor before you take anything at all, or make sure that you do your own research, okay? I am not a doctor and I do not diagnose, or I do not whatever, like cure anything. So if you want to gain weight, so that's basically if you want to lose weight. Losing weight is pretty simple. I mean, it's more, I think, a mind thing and more emotional thing, and that's where you want to go is subconsciously to see why, what is the subconscious attachment to that. I should have, pull out my Louise Hay book to see. But really and truly, if you are disciplined enough, it's pretty simple to get over. And then if you want to gain weight and you want to use a lot of nut milks, you want to use a lot of nuts, coconut, and good fats. I love to use coconut oil, and that's why even though people say fried foods is not good for you, most of those surveys to me were done with using processed fats. I don't use processed fats. I use straight up natural coconut oil, and I usually, combine my fruits properly, my food properly. So I like to get in good fats. I like to get in a lot of coconut oil, I take hemp seed oil every day. I take wheat germ oil. I want to get back a bottle of pumpkin seed oil. So honestly though, when you're taking your good fats, you just glow like nobody's business. You just glow like a Christmas tree, let me tell you. So and that's exactly what it does to your organs as well. It just really, especially when you're drinking your water, it just really helps to, because these fats have a lot of antioxidants, they have a lot of vitamin E, which is very healing to the body, okay? So so in gaining weight, you want to make sure that you don't drink when you're eating, so that you can eat really, like, just eat a full meal. and you want to eat just on a regular, make sure that you have snacks. You know, I eat a lot of cashew nuts. I eat a lot of nuts. I just always have pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds. Sometimes I mix them up with like cranberries. And you know, those little, you can find healthy little granola bars, the ones without no sugar. uh, and For me, it's just eating when you're hungry. Like, I'm just always eating. And then what I notice is that if you eat like 5 cups of fruits, 5 cups of vegetables, and then you get in maybe like a cup of lentils, for me as a vegetarian, that is, you guys could, the lentils and protein part, you could put your meats or your fish or your chicken. But if you are getting 5 cups of fruits and 5 cups of vegetables every day in, and 5 cups is not a lot. It's probably like, you know, a plate or a salad bowl. So you could go look up what that serving is. I'm not, yeah. These measurements, it's just like every minute I change the measurements, and I'm just like, okay, I can't keep up. But yeah, if you're doing that, then you really should, and taking your whole food supplements, then you really should be putting on weight if you're just like eating properly, you know what I mean, and eating regularly. And if you're not, you really want to look into maybe taking a parasite cleanse, and also cleansing as well. Because if your cells are filled with mucus and toxins and stuff like that, it's not going to be absorbing nutrients, you know, as it should. And also make sure that you're eating foods that are giving you nutrients. Because I know a lot of people, their diet is absolutely crazy. All they feed on is snacks and ramen noodles and just food that just, to me, don't have no nutrients in there. So you want to make sure that you're getting some kind of something, if I even like a callaloo, like something. Okay. What else was I wanting to talk about? So the next topic that we're going to talk about is dreams. And I know a lot of us dream. Hold on, let me see if anybody has any questions. Okay, so yeah, you better start using up the moringa tree. So the next topic we're going to be talking about is dreams. Ever since I was a child, I've been having dreams. A lot of them have been prophetic. My dreams are like my best friends. If I don't dream for a while, I start to worry. Like, I just really love to have dreams. They are, you know, have been guidances for me. And so I've also used my dreams to go to school, and a lot of my talents that I have, I don't really go to any formal school for them, like here on earth. Haha. I went to school in the astral realms in my dreams. So that also works a lot, and that really does, cause trust me, the astral realm is just like so unlimited, okay? And you really want to, first of all, try writing down your dreams, no matter what you remember of them. So no matter what little you remember, and if you get into a practice where you're not writing them down, well, that's going to let you less likely to remember about them. So you want to get into the habit of having a dream journal and start writing, no matter how foolish they seem, start writing your dreams down, because I guarantee you, eventually they're going to start making sense. Now, I know a lot of people are like, oh, when you dream see your teeth follow, that means death. If you dream funeral, that means wedding. If you dream wedding, it means funeral, or vice versa. Or if you dream old death, it means new death. So there are some cases where symbolism has been imprinted on us. So it's coming from, generations from, our grandparents and from before. This is what they believe and all of that. But you can create your own symbolism. So it all depends on what things mean to you. You know what I mean? So say for example, a cat, some people love cats, some people don't like cats. So if you have a dream about a cat, the person who loves cats is going to have a different interpretation about a cat dream than somebody who doesn't like cats at all. So that is the way that I prefer to interpret my dreams when it comes down to symbolism. And what I've done is that certain symbolism that I've noticed over, and this is why it's very good to keep a dream journal. So certain symbolism that I've noticed over the years, I've just make sure to make note of them. So for example, if I dream that I'm eating meat, I know for sure that somebody close to me is going to die. The sweeter the meat tastes in the dream is the closer the person and the more pain I'm going to feel. It's crazy, I know. But this is why, as I said before, it's very important to write the dreams down so you can make sense of them over time. And so this is how I've formulated my own symbolism. And then, there are overall, certain things that means, that have general meanings, like water is usually representative of your emotions and perhaps even cleansing and stuff. Another thing that, since, we have Google and all of that, I like to just Google the main things that stand out to me in the dream. So like for example, the other night I had a dream with a lady with a blonde hair. So I would Google blonde hair, I would just Google things that would stand out to me in the dream and feelings, and then of course a bunch of stuff is going to come up, and then I would just look at the meanings and see what I can relate to. So that's one way. And there's also this book called The Mystical, Magical, Marvelous World of Dreams. And it's by oh my gosh, I don't remember the author's name and I can't really find it right now. But you should, if you are big on dreaming, you should get that book because it really does help you to work with your dreams on a deep level. And I mean, you could do so many things in your dreams because like for me, I know I've been like last night alone, I probably dreamed maybe like 4 different past lifetimes. You do a lot of healing in your dreams. You do a lot of clearing in your dreams. You do a lot of planning in your dreams. Your spirit guides and your angels guide you in your dreams. So there's so many things that you can work out in your dreams. I lost a baby when I was like 21. And every time around this time, November, December, when it was the time that she would have been born, I dream her. Like, I dreamed her last night, and I always dream her at the age she would have been if she had lived. It's the craziest thing. But it's like, I don't even know why I have these dreams. But to me, maybe just it's like, that's just one of my ways that I heal, Because as I said before, the astral realm, all of these spiritual realms, they're so limitless. We're kind of limited being here in this 3D body, but really and truly when we put this body down and then we start to dream, we could guide our spirits to do a whole lot of things that we really want to accomplish, just like how we do in 3D. I can tell you for sure that a lot of things that happen in my life, I dreamed them way before they happen, and my dreams help me to prepare for them coming into my life. And like last night I had a very, like, when I dream my daughter, because I still call her my daughter, and I know she's just like this little mini me. I'm like, and she is just like so, oh my God. And every year I dream her, and then we go on different trips. So like last night we went to this cold place, and she's the one who's always taking me on these trips, even from she was a little girl. And she, like, I lost the baby, so she wasn't even born or anything. And So even last night I had, and it's she always dreams me around this time, and we always take a trip. And those trips are always so enlightening. And she's always taking me to some places where I learn about different people's culture, because she's like that, you know. I learn about different people's culture. Like, I feel like crying right now. Like, this is so crazy. Like, this is so therapeutic, though. Oh my gosh. Like, wow. But yeah, so, because it's just like now I'm really having time to go over the dream and stuff. And so she took me to this place, and I'm always learning about different cultures, different people, you know, and she's so bright, you know what I mean? And yeah, we always just have a good time and we bond, and it's crazy, I know. But those are the things that happen. I remember, if you read this book, The Eye of Horus, if you are big on dreams, so the character in it, he's always wanted to dream. And then so he couldn't remember his dreams, and he was so frustrated. And you know, your dreams are like fishes. You have to catch them real quick, or else they're just gonna slip from your hands. You're just gonna slip from your memory. So I really try not to reach for my phone the first thing that I wake up in the morning. I try to remember my dreams. I try to pull them down, and then I grab my pen and I start writing, you know, to make sure that you get them. And even when you wake up in the middle of the night too, because especially if you are doing a lot of past lifetime healing, which your past lifetime healing is also going to give you insights into this lifetime and things that you need to work on also. So it's always good to write down all those insights. And so he basically, in the character in The Eye of Horus, he met his wife like 3 years in dreams before, and they made all these plans for each other way before they actually met. And they said to each other, when we meet each other, we're gonna know. When we meet each other in the 3D, we're gonna know. So when I read that book and I started having the same freaking experience, I was just like, okay, these things do happen. You're not crazy if these things are happening to you. A lot of times when you're spiritually connected, you will dream of, you know, people that you're going to connect with before you actually connect with them. You know, even before I went to Japan, I was dreaming of being in Japan maybe like 2 years before I actually went. And the same exact ways in my dreams is the same things that happened to me when I was in Japan. It's the craziest thing. So you really, really, really do want to pay attention to your dreams. I remember one time I was getting this opportunity to go to a fashion show in England. And the people them never really to sort out the visa yet. And me, I'm not frightened. So if you come in, you gotta come good. Okay, let me see the paperwork, let me see the visa, let me see this and that before I start get excited. So when these people was approaching me and I didn't really see no concrete evidence of me, never did I get no excited. So I started having dreams though. So I started having dreams that I was in this cold country and that I was packing my bags and all of that. So those dreams kind of gave me a heads up that something was going to go down. And then I followed those dreams and actually packed my bags because the negotiation was still going on. Anyways, the people that invited me, because there's always some government people and some big links people, so they actually had links to the embassy, and I got an emergency visa. So the same day I went is the same day I collected the visa. And because I had listened to my dream and had my bags packed, I was able to leave from the embassy and go straight to the airport, because if my bag them never packed, would have missed the flights. And then of course, you know, England is like some time ahead. So it's just like I would have missed the fashion show. So, because it was like some last minute thing, I guess. I'm always like attracting them kind of drama. But I love it because it helps to show how you have to live by, like, I love living by faith. I'm just like, okay, you know. So, and that little London experience was a really good experience for me. And I was there freezing my butt off. It was in March and it was cold as hell. So, yeah, you really need to follow your dreams because, as I said before, if I hadn't followed my dreams and made sure I had my bags packed, then I don't think I would have made the flight and I wouldn't have gotten that opportunity. Okay. So, you really want to pay attention to your dreams before you go. Okay, so you really want to make sure that you're, of course, I shouldn't say this, but like for example, I change my sheets basically every week. But if I've had a heavy work week, or if I've worked a lot in my room, or sometimes I just get lazy and I just stay in here and crochet and stuff, I, will change my sheets sooner, because then you will feel the energy. You want to make sure that you purify your home. And then when we're going to feng shui, I'm going to talk more about that. But you want to make sure that your energy space is clear. You could use crystals, you could use incenses, and that will help you to dream better. Feng shui, you got to make sure that you got your feng shui going on. So, yeah, and it's not really much. I don't even understand when people say they don't remember their dreams. I don't know how I could survive that. But yeah, I would do whatever I can to make sure that I'm remembering. If you think that you're having problems with your memory, you probably want to drink some rosemary. And the same wheat germ oil is really good also for your brain. Wheatgrass is also good. Anything green, get lots of chlorophyll in. So it's all interconnected, your spiritual life with taking. First of all, when I started on my spiritual journey, and I actually got like, what the hell? The first thing you learn when you're getting like initiated, and when I say initiated, I never joined no club or no nothing like that. I just freaking read books, okay, and initiate my damn self. So, but when I just started on the spiritual journey, the first thing you learn is that you have to take care of your body, because it's the body is the temple, and that is how you get to have your experience, your spiritual experience here on earth. So you really want to be taking care of your body, okay, and making sure that your body is up to par, and that's the best way that you're going to have even better spiritual experiences. Yeah. So now we could go into, yay, my feng shui, because as I was saying before, you really want to make sure that you don't keep things under your bed. You want to make sure that you get rid of clutter, so that you can have better dreams also. And as I was saying before, you could write down any questions that you want answered, and your higher self will answer it for you in a dream. I have gone to school to learn to paint, learn about music, learn about organizing certain things in my dreams. So a lot of my passions that I'm just so good at without even taking any classes or anything, I actually went to school in my dreams. I actually told myself, directed my higher self that, listen, these are the things that I want to learn. And it's kind of like when you watch like X-Men. Is it X-Men or The Matrix? When you watch Matrix and the girl is like, give me a download how to fly a helicopter. And she just is in tune with the computer, and them in the Matrix place, they just give her a download how to fly a helicopter. It's pretty much the same way that it works. And you could just pray, meditate, talk to your higher self, and you could learn things in your dreams, like whatever you want to learn, seriously. Because even when I paint, which I am so excited about getting back into my painting again, but even when I paint, and I used to do painting classes, people would be like, I'm cheating because I can already paint, and I never did painting classes before. So these are the things, though, as I said before, that I go and I learn in school. Now we want to talk about feng shui, though, and make sure that you have your how should I say it now, your notes, your notepads and your pencils out, and I don't want to be asked no question about what I went over, okay? So you should know by now that when you're coming on to join me on live, that you should have your pen and your paper to take notes, all right? I don't mean to be cocky, but we do give out a lot of information over here, because, you know, empowering and enlightening the nation is just like my forte. Oh my God, Instagram is gonna kick me off. Are you serious right now? Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to start another video because I'm not into racing with this one. But so I'm gonna do another video after this, a quick short one about feng shui, okay? Oh,